Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aina Syazwani Binti Mohamad Azhar, and today I will present to you about the infographic equity trading reports from the Bursa trading games. Okay, the purpose of the Bursa marketplace trading games are for me to understand on how technical trading system works and how to invest money professionally. Second is to identify the causes of the daily changes of the stock price. Third is to identify which company are more profitable and not profitable to invest. And lastly is for me to identify the strategies that can be implied in order to maximize the profit. At the beginning of the trading game, each person was given an amount of cash of 1 million ringgit. And with the cash, we are trusted by our client to utilize the amounts of money by investing in stocks. And 242 ringgits are accumulated with after the 32 trades are done and when the games ended. The total profit that I gained from the trading games are 1,242 ringgits. The Azhar Group are the one that provide most of the profit, which is the trading stock price are in range 3 ringgit and 36 cents until 4 ringgit and 10 cents. Azhar Group Berhad is the most profitable stock compared to the other stock that I invest, as I bought the stock at RM 3 ringgit and 68 ringgit and sells them at 4 ringgit and 9 cents. The chart shows the stock price movement of Azhar Group Berhad, and from the chart you can see that the highest trading stock price are at 4 ringgit and 10 cents and the lowest are at 3 ringgit and 36 cents. During this pandemic outbreak, all stocks are affected, but the telecommunication sector will be relatively better off compared to the other sector. Genting Plantation Berhad is the most unprofitable stock among all the stock that I invest, as I bought the stock at 8 ringgit and 30 cents and then sell them at 7 ringgit and 20 cents. The chart shows the stock price movement of Genting Plantation Berhad. From the chart, we can see that the highest trading stock price are 9 ringgit and 60 cents and the lowest are 6 ringgit and 60 cents. The stock price fall drastically started from the current MCO 3.0 in Malaysia, and the lowest price hit in this month. After seeing the price kept on falling, I decided to sell it before gain more losses. For the fundamental analysis of the Azhar Group Berhad is, as we all know, that Azhar are well known as a leader in the telecommunication industry. They strive to provide world-class communication service using the most advanced technology available. And for the 3 months ended 31 March 2021, Azhar Group Berhad revenue increased less than 1% to 6.6 billion and net income decreased to 60% to 75.6 million. In the current pandemic situation, telco sector will be relatively better off compared to other sector, but will still be negatively impacted. However, beyond that period of time, I believe telco will be one of the strongest driver of the economic growth. Telco will not only be the connectivity platform as they require basic utility for the functioning society, similar to the water and electricity utilities sector, but also provide many digital solutions and services to the business. Next, for the Genting Plantation Berhad. As we all know, Genting Plantation Berhad is an investment holding company which operates plantations. This includes its subsidiaries that also develop and invest in properties, processes fresh fruit bunches, trades rubber wood, provide palm oil mill management service, and also operates the golf course. Genting Plantation Berhad's net profit is at 30.2% to 63.73 million ringgit in the first quarter ended March 2021 from 91.29 million ringgit in the same quarter last year. As the COVID-19 pandemic continues to severely affect the economies worldwide, the group expected that the palm oil prices to be primarily influenced by the impact of the pandemic on factors such as demand and supply dynamics of the palm oil and the other substitutes, oils and fats, global economic conditions, and the implementations of the higher biodiesel mandates by the Indonesia and Malaysia. For both Axiata Group Berhad and Genting Plantation stocks, I use the same strategy to identify which is profitable or not. And the strategy that I use are, firstly, the moving average indicator, and second, the stochastic oscillator, and the third will be moving average convergence divergence indicator, and lastly, I will use volume. The most workable strategy would be the moving average. A moving average helps me to cut down the amount of noise in the price chart, and the moving average of a stock is to also help to smooth out the price data over the specified period of time by creating a constantly updated average price. And the most unworkable strategy for me will be volume. This is because volume is not based upon any calculation of data points. Volume only represents a number of unit share change hand for stocks. It only represents the interest of investor. It can be positive or it can be negative. So we need to verify it before invest or trade. In conclusion, the COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in significant economic effects throughout the world. The current market of the securities in a downtrend, or in other words saying that the closing price has dropped. It is because the world right now are having an issue of the pandemic COVID-19, which bring impact to the economics, politics, and the social sector. As an existing or potential investor, we should always alert with the current issues and the company's performance, as all this will affect the future price of their stocks. My recommendations towards other investor, or especially for a beginner, is to invest in the foods and beverages industry. This is because with the current market standing, the F&B industry has a stable stock movement during this COVID-19 pandemic because consumers still need foods to survive. Hence, making the food and beverages industry to have a high sales and revenue, attracting more investors to invest in foods and beverages companies.